the kickoff event, I actually was 2 days out of knee surgery, hobbling onto the stage with my crutches. So clearly I've recovered, and I'm excited to tell you about how Public Stuff has similarly made huge strides in our development. So I'd like to begin with a quick thought exercise. Imagine you experience any of these issues in the area where you live or work. How would you go about reporting these issues? Would you call it in? Would you email? Would you go to City Hall to report it? And once you figure out how you would report it, who are you actually reporting it to? City manager's office, planning and building, public works? Chances are you have some sort of idea who and how to report the issue to, but you're just not quite sure. If you live in a large city like New York City, you have the luxury of just dialing a 311 number, which is a non-emergency version of 911. Yet, to give you some background, New York City spends about $25 million just to operate its 311 call center. And that's clearly a cost that most cities across the U.S. can't afford. And so these cities just have to receive erroneous and duplicative requests. In fact, one of our clients, Bradenton, had this exact problem. This is a photo of their city hall, and this is how they used to manage service requests before switching over to Public Stuff. This is becoming increasingly more important, and we were all reminded of this with Hurricane Irene recently. With over $3 billion worth of damage being reported to cities across the East Coast, it's critical that they have a tool that they can utilize to more efficiently receive, track, and assign requests that have been reported to them. This is not just a nice-to-have tool, this is a critical tool. Yet over 92% of cities are not using any sort of online or mobile phone communication systems. Now, for those of you out there that are public sector adverse, I get it. You know, they're outdated, they're using these old tools and technologies to manage communication and service requests, telephone, fax, and email. Yet if we look at historical data, every 20 years, there's a new widespread form of communication that takes hold. And we think CRM and mobile is the future for service request management. So regardless of sector, this is a huge opportunity. And so our solution is Public Stuff. Public Stuff simplifies the service request management process. It's a suite that's hosted online for an online system, a web portal, and a mobile phone suite. It's not just smartphone compatible, it's simple phone compatible and landline compatible. Residents can submit requests online or through their phone. It hits a back-end CRM system that we've also built out, and this is what staff uses to manage the service requests that are assigned to them. We're addressing initially the local government software market, which the total market is $65 billion. But our addressable market is small to medium-sized cities initially, and that's valued at $4.8 billion with over 40,000 potential customers in the U.S. alone. So here's a quick video about how Public Stuff works. And it will be playing in just a minute.
Meet Dave. Dave wasn't able to get any sleep because of noise from next door.
Sorry, that was part of it. And so imagine you're Dave. You live in a very sparse building with no trees or scenery. Large sector. All right, quick, so technical issues. The video essentially covers how Public Stuff works. And in lieu of actually going through the video, I can also talk about how this is Okay, so I'm just going to talk about it, and if we can get the video up, that would be great. So essentially, the Public Stuff platform allows you to report things like potholes, making street signs, noise complaints, and anytime you submit these issues, again, staff will receive it on the back end, and they can access additional tools in the CRM system. It's not just workflow, it's also reporting. They have advanced analytic tools, and we sell this on a monthly service subscription, and we tier out our pricing based on the population size. So I do need the additional slides to go on from there.
Meet Dave. Dave wasn't able to get any sleep because of noise from next door. Little does he know that on his way to work, he'll discover that the front door window is broken. There is graffiti on his building, litter on the block, a huge pothole, a fallen tree, and a broken street sign. At work, he tries to figure out who he needs to call to report the issue, and tries to track down his building super. Instead of having to wait on hold for hours and be routed to multiple people, Dave found a better way. Dave's friend told him about publicstuff.com, which allows you to submit requests to your town or building facility. All he had to do was go to publicstuff.com and submit his request, which took him less than a minute. He can also use our mobile phone apps to snap a photo and submit the issues. Once Dave submits the request, he automatically receives a confirmation email with the tracking number. And his neighbors can also see requests online and receive status updates instead of resubmitting the same issues. And now, staff no longer have to receive these requests via phone, email, or in person, which can lead to a lot of paperwork. With Public Stuff, the staff only receive requests that are assigned directly to them. On top of that, they have mapping tools, analytics, and reports to help improve their productivity. Now staff have more time to get their job done and more time to spend with their family. And best of all, the system has helped to improve the quality of life for the entire community. Publicstuff.com, the better way to manage service requests.
Okay, great. I'm glad that the video worked. So, essentially, really the power behind the entire system is a CRM platform. And again, that's what we license to our customers for monthly service subscription. Now, the back-end CRM system So the back-end CRM system houses all of the data for our municipalities. We know every point of operations for our customers, and that's pretty powerful. And so the next piece of my presentation is just to very quickly walk you through how simple it is for our clients to generate useful and meaningful reports. And unfortunately, I don't have enough time to go into the details of the actual CRM system. Here we go. Great. So in this example, we're looking for water leaks of medium severity that have been submitted over the past 3 months to this municipality. And we're going to generate a report overlaid on top of a map, and we're going to be able to see that there's a higher density of service requests in the center part of town. We can access the details on the request, export it into other data formats. The great thing about this is it would have normally taken staff days to complete this kind of report, and in our system, we were able to do it in less than a minute. All right, great. So that's just one example. I'll see. Okay. So that's just one example of the service, of the savings that we provide to our customers. But our savings to our customers is significant. Using traditional means of communication, cities are closing out requests, and it costs them $9 to do so. That's just the communication around closing out a request. Using Public Stuff's self-service and automation tools, we drive that cost down to less than $1, just 44 cents. And based on real data in the system, we're seeing 2,000 to 40,000 requests being submitted per account. And based on our data, our consolidation algorithm is actually decreasing the total number of requests that cities would normally be receiving. This results in $16,000 to $320,000 worth of savings for our clients. And so Public Stuff pays for itself within the first month of operation. All right, so we launched the product at the end of last year, and I've been doing sales and outreach for the past 8 months. So let's look at some of our clients. This is Plano, Texas, with a population size of 260,000 people. So Plano, Texas took us 4 months to close, $10,000 contract size, and we're already saving them $51,000. Bradenton, Florida, 54,000 population, Sorry, it's supposed to be a little faster. Took us 2.5 months to close. Contract size of $6,000, and we're already saving them $21,000. And Oceanside, California, 167,000 population. And it took us 2 months to close, $11,000 contract, and we're already saving them over $120,000. So I think you get the point. While our client list is diverse, some things remain the same. We're seeing, on average, 2 online meetings and 3 to 4 months to close out our sales. And the great thing about our sales process is I have never had to get on a plane to close any of our sales. They've all been done through online meetings. And I'm also proud to say that we're now in over 35 cities nationwide and serving over 1 million residents. This is a huge milestone for us, and we're really excited to announce that. All right, so I could just tell you that our customers love public stuff, but why don't I have them tell you
The
themselves?
system, we felt it would be a much more efficient way to communicate with both the public at large as well as interborough within the borough employees themselves.
Supervisors are now being fitted with mobile phones that have cameras on them, and they will be able to take photos of the issues that they come across, report them back. We're very pleased with the Public Stuff Pro aspect of the application.
In order to do that, this program allows us to track the kind of information that's coming through each department and allow all the other departments to see that information. It's more efficient. It helps us be more efficient.
All right, great. So, in addition to the U.S. market, we're also looking to expand into English-speaking international cities. Addressable market of $3.2 billion with over 50,000 potential customers. And the great thing about our platform is that the same exact technology can be utilized for private facility management companies. So this will allow them to maintain their facility maintenance issues. There are over 250,000 management companies within the U.S., and this is a addressable market of $5.3 billion. And this leads me into a very big announcement that I'm going to make today. We're really excited to announce that we landed a contract with the company that manages the largest mall in the world. That's right, the largest mall in the world, which is the Dubai Mall, has selected Public Stuff to manage their facility maintenance issues. Now, this mall has over... About it. The mall is over 12 million square feet, 47 million visitors, in addition to 1,200 stores, a planetarium, an aquarium, a roller coaster, an ice skating rink, and they're using Public Stuff to keep it all sparkling clean. In addition to the Dubai Mall, sorry about this. In addition to the Dubai Mall, this company also manages a small building called the Burj. The Burj, is, for those of you that aren't aware, is the tallest building in the world. 160 stories, multi-use, which means it's used for both housing, offices, and also luxury shopping. They'll be using the system to manage this facility as well. And of course, this company manages hundreds of buildings across the world, focused in North Africa, UAE, India, and Asia, of which we are planning to expand to in the future. Now, our competition, outdated and expensive. In a recent bid for a city just a few months ago, our competition, this is a scanned version of their contract, by the way, our competition came in at a price tag of over $200,000 to license the software just for year one. So, in addition to our clear cost advantage over our competitors, our product is much more modernized. We're SaaS-based, so we're not installation software. We have a full mobile phone suite, which none of our competitors have, and we don't have forced ads like some of our competition. Now, we have an amazing team behind all of this. I'm the co-founder and CEO, aka Sales Queen, and my background is from Carnegie Mellon University with a master's in business and public policy, and I was managing a 311 system out in LA County. And long story short, we ended up having to cancel the project due to lack of funding, and that's when I started looking for cost-effective, out-of-the-box solutions to help manage service requests, and there was nothing available on the market. And so that's the history and genesis of how Public Stuff got started. Vincent Polidoro, who's here with us today, is co-founder and CTO. He has a passion for technology, got his computer programming degree from Carnegie Mellon as well, and in the past has created voice-activated software for some of the Fortune 500 companies. Dan, our lead developer, amazing developer, and who's also created some great programs with Accenture. So that's a little bit about our team, and by the end of this year, we're looking at least 50 customers, end of 2012, growing rapidly into 2013. All right, so we do direct sales currently. We've also built a really strong network of partners. In the public sector, this allows us to build out our product offering. It also allows us to expand our sales network as well. Now for the private sector, we've landed a contract that allows us to get into over 30,000 facility management buildings across the U.S. And so we're really excited about that partnership as well. All right, so just wrapping up here, we're addressing a large, underserved market. We have multiple vertical opportunities that we're